All three in favor of the winner, the Phoenix Tszyu.
Hey, yo, what's good, my people? I'm hoping y'all blessed out there, boxing world. Your boy Clavel reporting back at you. So come over here, sit down in Clavel's Boxing Corner because we about to go a whole nother round. And as usual, let's keep it boxing. And as we witnessed, we had a full weekend of boxing from Friday to Saturday, but I wanted to dig into this fight in particular, which was supposed to be the return of the big fish. But let me clarify that I did have Tszyu winning the main event, but before I get into that, I kind of wanted to point a few other things first. Like, for instance, as we all know, this fight gave us the vibes of Australia versus the U.S. I mean, think about it. You had Errol Spence versus Tszyu, and you had also Stephen Fulton versus Liam Wilson, and Jermall Charlo versus Cohen Masvidal. But the thing is that this event, little by little, fell apart. And it was basically due to the Americans. For instance, Jermall Charlo was not allowed into the country due to criminal background, so that was out of there. And on top of that, Stephen Fulton requested the fight to be moved from 130 to 133 just so he could miss weight by 6 pounds, coming in at 139 against Liam Wilson. And finally, to top it off, the big fish took a loss by unanimous decision. So, look, I know maybe y'all don't want to hear this. This might sound bad, but yo, United States, we lost. We took a L. Australia beat us. So even if you want to get in your feelings about that, that's on you, man. But we're going to keep it boxing here as we always do. And if we want to dig in deep and analyze the fight, I'm sure anybody can see that Errol Spence is not what he used to be. I mean, the thing is that I had Tszyu winning this fight because of the 3 years of inactivity. I mean, Errol Spence is fighting in the same month when he got his ass beat from Crawford back in 2023 in the month of July. And on top of that, you're debuting at a whole nother weight. I know Tszyu debuting at another weight as well, but the thing is, Tszyu has been active. He beat Dennis Nerja, and he also beat Anthony Velasquez. So Tszyu has been busy, and it's not hard to see the sea through the seaweed because Errol Spence was already, quote, in retirement, so we know that he was taking this fight for a paycheck. He planned for this to be his last fight, so I didn't really see too much motivation. But let me make this clear because I did have mixed feelings about this fight at the beginning because I do consider both fighters damaged goods, but the question is, who is actually more damaged? Tszyu's first loss, bloody loss, came at the hands of Sebastian Fundora when he was training for Keith Thurman, but he ended up fighting the Slenderman. Not making an excuse, just pointing out the fact. Second loss that he took was at the hands of Bakram Murtazaliev. And of course, your third loss came at the rematch when you fought Sebastian Fundora again, where you quit in the corner. So those are his 3 losses. Now, if we look at Errol Spence, not only was he coming off a war with Sean Porter, but after that fight, he got into a really bad car crash. Now, I'm not making an excuse for him either, but I'm sure it's safe to say when you have a car crash of that extreme, you're not going to come back as the same person. That kind of thing takes a toll on your durability. So we can say that this man was not the same. Now, I'm not talking about his skill, not his skill, but taking shots. Now, after the car crash, he did come back. He gave us another war with Danny Garcia, and then he gave us another war with Yordenis Ugas. So now, the unified WBC, IBF, WBA champion took his first loss at the hands of Terrence Bud Crawford in July of 2023. And after this fight, this man was gone for about 3 years. We actually never thought he was going to come back. I actually thought he was going to retire. So I actually would say that Errol Spence is more damaged goods than Tszyu. Now, let me be honest about the reason of why I picked Tszyu to win this fight, because it's not a really good one, to be honest. And a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I went on instinct. The reason why I chose Tszyu was due to Errol Spence's demeanor during the whole promotion of the fight. At the beginning, when the fight was announced and you denied this man a handshake, I already didn't like that. And during one of the last interviews, when you told this man, I'm not shaking your hand now, I'm not shaking your hand after the fight. Well, I went ahead and put in the comments, you done already lost this fight, bro. And looks like I was right on the money. The right man won by unanimous decision. So with that being said, Errol Spence, no ill will. You my dog. Texas stand up. And I appreciate everything that you did in the sport of boxing. I hope you enjoy retirement. Enjoy your family. Clavo has spoken. Clavo's Boxing Corner out, baby. See you on the next one.